Welcome to Exposure. This is the show where we showcase local films with local filmmakers. I'm your host, Steve Rodojev, and today we're here with local filmmaker Michael Cullen. How did you become a filmmaker? Just tell us a little bit about your background, like what's some of your inspirations.
Well, I started out in theater, actually, and then I was an actor in theater and directed a couple plays way back when. And then eventually I went to college and decided that film seemed to be a more, collaborative medium that I really wanted to be involved in. And I don't know, I went to the University of Toledo for film school, and that's where I got my start, basically. Yeah.
So you started out acting first then?
Yeah.
That was your first album. How was that, being an actor? Do you still act?
I still act once in a while. I mean, the last thing I did a small part in a local film a couple years ago. But I really enjoy acting, and I think that helps, like with being a director, is being able to deal with actors and knowing the process of acting.
So directing is mainly your thing. Who are some of the directors, I should say, that you admire the most?
I mean, my favorite director is probably David Fincher. I don't know, I just can watch anything of his and enjoy it. I mean, and then like Hitchcock and.
You're definitely in the realm of the horror genre.
I am, but it's not even my favorite genre necessarily.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, I've directed 2 horror films, but the thing is, it's like I don't know, I like all different genres. I'm kind of more into drama when it comes to anything. I mean, the thing is, like with like Fincher or Hitchcock, I think they're more suspense than they are necessarily horror. I mean, of course they have done both, but it's kind of like those are probably my 2 favorite directors.
Yeah, I would have to say Pi Day, Die Day. Talk a little bit about that. That's more, it's like a horror film, right? But it has some comedy influence.
Yeah,
as well?
it's a comedy horror. The writer of the film, Lindsay LaForest, she called it a slash-omedy.
Oh.
It's like a slasher comedy, and I mean that was a fun movie. I mean, it's a movie about your typical whodunit sort of. There's a killer on the loose in a small town. And detectives and the school are trying to figure out who's killing off the kids and the other people in the town and things like that. That was a fun process. Our high school principal was played by R.E. Lehman, who was the original Jason Voorhees.
Oh,
actually.
wow.
So yeah, that was kind of fun.
How did you come across him?
He actually contacted us.
Oh, wow.
He had read about it on, I think, the Internet Movie Database or somewhere, and just said, "Hey, is there a part for me in this?" And so we cast him in it.
Let's take a look at Pi Day, Die Day.
You know what? I thought you were cool. You're just like most of the girls at this school, I got us booze, I arranged this tasty spread. Just thought we could get away and get to know each other for a little while.
I have a very busy social life. You need to check yourself right there. It takes time and it takes effort to be me. If we are going to hang out, you need to learn to make friends with my phone.
You know what? I don't need this drama. Let me escort myself out of here, Carl. We're so done.
Whatever. I'm over it.
We've had some ill news this morning about 3 of our students found dead since yesterday. We must make this announcement very gently. We have to be careful about how we release the names. These students are all from a wide array of different social groups.
They're all little
We must be
bastards
very
anyway.
careful about which names we release first. Also, we have 2 detectives, Mahoney and Beecher. And they are going to be making the rounds to your rooms this morning. What we've been told is that these are violent, personal attacks, all perpetrated by the same individual. If you see any suspicious reactions to this announcement or to the presence of the detectives, you are to report to me or to either of the detectives immediately. After you make the announcement, please gently dismiss your classes for the day and for tomorrow as a period of mourning. The detectives will use that time to go through the lockers and to investigate certain individuals and students connected with the victims. Although it seems that we have a whack job in our community targeting Euclid High, we must be strong for the students. Eliciting excitement just causes chaos. Clarence will send emails to the parents.
And I'll get right on that, sir. If I learned anything from the Hugging Your Students conference that I attended, it's that time management is crucial to the reconstruction of the culture in your classroom.
Absolutely. Please do that as soon as this meeting is closed. And let me help you up.
Thank you.
I know it's a very, very tragic moment. Until the detectives have concluded their investigation, no information is to be released. Detectives, let's wrap this case up quickly.